Anywho, um, I think there should be a rule, man. There should be a rule. If you don't have braids, you can't call nobody else on hang time. Like if you don't have them, you can't call nobody on them.
See, but then that would take most of the fun out of it.
But that's like somebody that can't grow a beard talking about some yo Joey Patchy, dog. Like someone coming at you for your Joey talking about some, you someone that can't grow one. Like what's the like why? What do you gain from that? I mean, like, thank you for letting me know. I got it, but like, oh, I see the Nike box in the back. Okay, what you got in that box, man?
Bro,
See, I ain't seen that. I ain't seen that first when T moved out.
Box right now, bro.
Oh, hey, tough pants, homie.
Hey yo, hey yo.
You know what I'm saying? Tough joints.
No, dude.
Oh, it's pretty tough.
I just needed something to walk around in.
You could have got some Chucks if you want to just walk around in.
But nah, bro, I wanted something to walk around in that was comfortable. Because the only other Nike shoe I have is these, and I want to try and keep these as clean as possible.
Those like those Wego joints. I do like that color concept. Let me turn the joint right now.
But when I had my dreads, when I had my dreads and they got to the point where I could shake them like without even trying, that's when I really felt the importance of hang time. Like even then to this point, I wouldn't call nobody out for not having hang time. But when you move your head and you feel the shift, like bro, there were literally moments where I would throw my hair up, or I would just shake it for no reason, for absolutely no reason. My hair's not bothering me, bro. It's just sitting there hanging, bro. You just shake it out, bro.
I know what you're saying. I know you just that thing. I forgot you had dreads. It's been a minute. When did you cut them? Like how long has it been already?
It's like summer. No. Yeah, summer 17. So it's been 3 years.
Oh. What we saying to you?
So when I had my hair and when I first got my hair braided, it was around the same time Willow dropped with my hair. I ain't gonna deny it. I used to bump that joint heavy. Just with my hair. Yeah.
Man, I wish I had hair when that joint dropped. I was still shaking my high top fade, but I wish I had hair.
Hey, bro, if you can get movement out of a high top fade, that shit tall, nigga.
I didn't have that. My joint was like 2 centimeters high. No, we wasn't playing them joints. Where's the now button?
The now.
I mean, hey, I remember. You know what I'm saying? I'm the Leo here. I'm gonna go ahead and take charge and do myself first. You already know how Leos be. You know what I'm saying? Long hair, don't care. You check the main. You know what I'm saying? Your man K Smooth. Actually, I'm not K Smooth. K Smooth is my man's. He was his old pseudo name. He got bangers though. He got bangers.
I'm know his own name.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm just so great, bro. I got so many aliases, dog. You go somewhere, you hear your name in 40 different languages, bro. I don't want to answer all of them. But you already know that's your man, Kenny. You know what I'm saying? Kenny the Great. You know what I'm saying? I'm just Kenny at this joint. You know what I'm saying? Adidas, 3 stripes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like my man Ben over here. You know what I'm saying? We out here.
I guess it's my turn. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Benzo Blanco. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really got no specific intro, bro, because I just be talking, nigga. The king of controversy, nigga. He just be talking.
Yeah, you're right. Because it's your boy TC, Twisted Coalescence. We out here, T1 in the chamber. But yeah,
I thought you were gonna say Twisted Colon, dog. Oh, I'm gonna say, let me get that checked out.
Yo,
off vert though.
Fucking fighters, really.
Off vert.
And they shoot webs? Oh nah.
Bro, they do kind of trap you, bro. Don't worry, Terrence. I got you, big dog. God damn. Oh,
How do you play? I feel like
Exactly.
I've gone through that at some point. Y'all really just threw me into this shit. I don't know what the fuck.
Hey,
A
that's the
is
best way
your
to learn.
A is your melee attack. Right trigger is your
That bomb just killed me.
Oh, word?
Yeah. Whoever threw that bomb, that's gonna land it right next to me. Appreciate it.
A is your melee attack. You can hold. You don't have to tap. Right trigger is your ranged attack, which is gonna be your bow. But they ain't take you through like a they ain't take you through nothing, bro. They
I just
just
straight into y'all camp.
oh, that's crazy.
Hey, T here. Yeah, I'll say yeah. You already did it. There's a chest over here. But so let me talk to y'all about a little something, man. I'm pretty sure all of y'all have experienced this at some point. I know y'all have experienced it at some point, but it's an experience I had recently. So my aunt came into town, and we did a whole bunch of stuff, but she wanted to go shopping, and we went to the store called Our House, like ARHAUS. I want to say we go to Our House, and we're just having a good day. We're walking, and we're greeted by a store associate. Now, store associate. Let's see. You can't even see my. Can you see my upper body? Can you? How high? Can you see my hand right now?
No.
Okay. So basically, this lady was like to here to me, like my chest, right? And so
Yeah, Terrence,
my
get
aunt,
back.
she was an older lady, and me and my aunt are in there, mask on, what I'm saying, had the Adidas on the joint, 3 stripes, always. And we're just looking to see what they have, because my aunt wanted to go. They had one in Atlanta, but she didn't know how they were. All the stores had the same furniture and what kind of that this store had to offer. So we're there, and this associate walks up and says, "This is exactly how the interaction happened." Just walks up. I'm going to call her. Let's call her Joan. Let's just call her Joan.
For this, Joan Rivers.
For this,
shit.
let's call her Joan for this scenario. So she walks up and she goes, and me and my aunt are just sitting there, and we're kind of wondering what's going on. And she's just sitting there. Hi, I'm Joan.
What's up?
So my aunt goes, "Oh, hi." She says her name. So we kind of greet ourselves, kind of greet each other, and she's kind of like, you can tell she's like nervous. You can tell she's not like the way she just walked up. She just stood there. She didn't say anything. She just stood there. Hi, I'm Joan. And so she was like, "Well, if you guys ever need anything, I'll be up here in the front. I'll let you guys do whatever, but I'll come back and check on you in about like 15 minutes. So we're like, all right, cool, So Joan walks away. Me and my aunt are walking by. We're looking at all these chairs, all these, what is it called? I didn't know it was called a wall unit. I didn't know. I thought it was a cabinet or it was like an entertainment system area, but I didn't know like what a wall unit was. I didn't know something was literally called a wall unit.
I gotta go.
And so, say what?
I gotta go.
I believe it.
Emergency.
All right,
gotta go.
All right, yeah. But it was this joint called a wall unit, and so I'm hopping on GTA or I'm hopping on something. I don't know, but
I haven't hopped on GTA in a minute. I gotta go on there and get the sim. But
sure.
Wall unit.
So yeah, so we're looking at everything. I'm walking around. I'm learning new this and that about furniture because as you look at furniture, you realize I think I started looking at rugs, not like this time, but I started looking at rugs and saw the prices for those. And then you see chairs, we look at like $300, $400 per chair. Like you kind of start seeing prices. I kind of start understanding what things are gonna cost. So I'm looking at these mirrors. I'm looking at this and that. Boy, $1,400 for a mirror. I would probably get it. I will probably get it.
The mirror, or is this just a random ass mirror?
it's a mirror, but it's like framed. It's framed and everything. It's not just just the mirror. It's like the nice frame. It's pretty big. Say what?
Do you know what mirror I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
So there's a mirror where basically it's like a workout studio.
Oh, I know what
I
you're
think
talking
that's
about.
like 1400. But this is not that, and it's 1400.
It's not that. It's not that. That is about the same height, but it's skinny. I know what you're talking about. And it's so this is just like this is like furniture mirror, not like a workout mirror joint. So we're looking around, looking at mirrors, looking at chairs. It's probably been like 7 minutes at this point. Joan pops back up. Mm-hmm. But Joan doesn't like say, "Oh, how's everything going?" This and that. She just kind of slides out of nowhere, just comes in, and she never like says anything. She just pops up. She's just there, and it's kind of awkward for a minute, and then she'll say something. Then she'll be like, "So, is there anything in here that you just can't live without?" Still doing her job, but she's kind of being about it. So, we're like, "Yeah, we see a couple things, this and that, but we're still looking." She goes, "Oh, okay, well, we started having small talk, and at one point, man, she asked my aunt, where she was from. My aunt was like, "Yeah, from Atlanta, I'm trying to look here, this and that." And she goes, "I don't know if you're used to the area or things." Like, my aunt was like, "Yeah, I've lived there for like 20 so years. Yeah, I know the area." So, what's this place called? The Underground, if you're familiar with that, of course, we're familiar with that joint because but she's like, "Oh, if you're familiar with that." So, one time I was there with two friends, a black guy and a white guy, and I had never been like so afraid in my life.
What?
So they had a conversation about how underground isn't like what it used to be. Like back in the day, there's more crime going on.
Yeah.
And like I said, Joan just threw that out there. Like Joan came out of nowhere with that. So we kind of tried to like breeze by that because I'm kind of like, okay, Auntie, I see what's going on. I kind of sense the vibes, but we can kind of go by that.
Yeah.
So we did. And she started trying to like, kind of not upselling, but kind of talking about the furniture around, like, "Oh, how you like this? How you like that? Blah, blah, blah." And then came a point where she said, she goes, "Hell," again, Joan, out of nowhere, goes and says, "So, I have a friend, black, and like, she just like loves to talk. And like, sometimes I just have to sit there and I have to like, ask her and tell her to like, please just stop talking." And so like,
Well, wait, what does this have to do with anything?
so as she says that, that's how I'm feeling about her, her in a way. So I'm like, Joan, you keep pushing. You really keep pushing. Like I didn't say that in my mind. You really keep pushing. Like, chill. So I forgot what my aunt said because we kind of like at that point I was like, okay, bet she's really just trying to wild out here. So my aunt picks up these jars, these like little like pottery jars, and they have like an African type style to them. And my aunt, her husband, or my uncle, he was in the army, and he went to Africa, and he actually had some of the things that they have in the house they got from Africa, some of the African artwork. And so she got these pots to kind of match her the aesthetic of the living room. So it comes up a conversation. She says, my aunt's like, "Yeah, she's asking me where she should put them at," and I know her house is laid out, so I'm kind of throwing suggestions here. And Joan hops in to kind of like give some advice or some her point of view. And the concept of being in Africa came up. My aunt was like, "Yeah, my husband went to Africa, he's in the military, so and so. And Joan goes, oh yeah, I have my son's in the military. He's in the Air Force, in some secret, secret type of whatnot, and he's always deployed like every other year, and his wife really doesn't like that, so she gave him an ultimatum and blah blah blah. And so I'm sitting here like in my mind, I'm like, dang, it's like everything we say, it's like she has something else to say to it. So, we kind of like keep brushing it off because we're trying to shop. Like she's following us, dog. Like I said, we had 7 minutes to ourselves. We're walking through the store looking at stuff, and she's still following us, asking these questions. But like we're not even by ourselves. We can't even ask each other, hey, does this look nice in this room? That look nice in this room? We don't get that chance because she's just right there the whole time. And so, we say that, and then she goes, it's quiet for a second. She goes and says, so how long did the marriage last? Now, when she said that, my mind, at no point did we even say anything about the marriage ended.
Yeah.
At no point, she even has my aunt has her ring on, and she goes, like, I'm sitting there like, in my mind, I'm ready to go off. But my aunt, she's like, oh no, she kind of turns her finger and says, oh no, it didn't end. We've been together we'll be together for 33 years, the end of next month. And she goes, ooh, you guys deserve an award. And I'm sitting here like, what is this lady, talking? What's going on? So, we see some more baskets. We keep trying to brush past this stuff. We see some baskets, and my aunt, I think she's trying to make a little small talk because this piece, auntie, if you're watching this during, I love you. But this piece was ugly. This joint was like, it was like 3 bowls on top of each other, but like you couldn't really get to the bottom one because the bowls were like stuck where they were. They were stationary, so you couldn't like pull a bowl out. It was like bowl shelves, but you couldn't pull them out. They were just there. It was good aesthetically, but like in terms of its use would kind of be, So my aunt asked how I like that piece, and I was like, maybe it's a spot for the dog. She has a dog, so maybe he could like put a toy in the bottom of the joint, or maybe he could use that to get his toys out. So we kind of started laughing, and Joan comes in and says, what did he say? Who is that? And so she says, oh, that's my dog. And she says, oh, what kind of dog do you have? She says, oh, I have a Shih Tzu. And she goes, oh, I have a Shih Tzu. It's a Shih Tzu something hybrid or like mix or whatever. And I'm sitting here like, dog, like, John is really just hopping in these joints. So I'm talking about everywhere we go, right? Everywhere we go, she's there and she's saying something. So we walk past this table, this dining room set, and on the table, like on the middle of the table, it's like a wooden style like plate, but on that plate is like a glass cloche. And so I see that joint there, and I was like, in my mind, I was like, that's a nice cloche. But I was like, dang, is it cloche or cloche? Like I couldn't remember how to pronounce it. So I asked my aunt. I was like, you see that cloche over there? That's pretty nice. Is that how you pronounce it, cloche? Cloche? And she's like, yes, it's cloche. And as her and I are talking, Joan is like, a what? A what? What is what? Wait, what did you call it? What is that? A cloche? Which is the cloche? And I was like, the glass thing right there. This, and she walks over to it and she points at this right here. This is the cloche? I was like, yeah. And she was like, I feel so ignorant right now. Like, oh my, like she kind of started like awkwardly laughing it off. She's like, I feel so ignorant right now. And so I was like, yeah, I read a lot, and so I just learn new words and whatever. I throw in my vocabulary. And she goes, I just feel like, sorry, I just feel so ignorant. Like, so how did you how'd you learn this word? Like, what made you learn that word? And so I was like, I just said, I like to read books, and when I read and I see a word that I don't know, I like look it up and I learn what it is so I can use it. And she goes, oh, okay. She's kind of like, she's flabbergasted at this point. So we have that little 20 seconds of silence again, and she says, so what level of education are you in? And I was like, college. And she was like, college? Where do you go? You know? So I'm just sitting here like, man, like this associate is asking us a lot of questions, like nothing about the furniture.
Mm-hmm.
Heck, we can't even ask her about the furniture because she's asking questions about our life, you know?
Yeah.
And like I said, man, when I say I was in college, man, when I said, like, I know I had the mask on and everything, but man, it's like she never expected anything that I was saying. Like everything I said was like a spook, a shock to her, and she didn't believe it. And it's like, you know, I got to use my education, my knowledge to kind of like surprise her with what's going on, man. So like I said, she's on us about all this stuff. So we end up going to the get everything we need, go to the register. She goes behind the desk and she starts, you know what they ask. Thanks your email, your phone number, you know. She's asking all that stuff. She asked it about 3 times, man. For each. Like she was typing it wrong. She's asked it 3 times. And there's another lady back there. She might have been maybe the manager or the boss lady at that point, or whoever was in charge that day. She was back there. And so Joan was confused. She was like, I'm gonna say Stacy. I don't know her name. Stacy, what am I doing wrong? I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. And it's like she was really all up on us about any and everything, but like she's not even on her job doing her own stuff. Like,
yeah,
she could have been new, but it's like she was doing so much to get into everything else that she wasn't even trying to be in her own job, man. So we end up buying these pots, and there's this man there. He's excuse me, as Joan's ringing us up. He's taking the pots and he's putting it in like their bag, the little bag they have. They have like a big tote bag. It was actually a pretty nice bag. And he was like, yeah, you guys get the good bag, you know, because I guess there was still some left in stock. And we did have like a few pots that you couldn't just put in a regular bag. So she put it in there and Joan's like, oh yeah, big spenders, you know. And we're just like, okay, so at this point I put my shades on inside because I'm done. I'm done talking to Joan. I'm just trying to get out, man. We were just trying to shop, see what's going on. I'm trying to talk to my aunt, learn about furniture, learn about what's, you know, prices and this and that.
Yeah.
And we get our stuff. We walk out the doors. As soon as we walk out the door, man, it was like we knew, like we locked eyes and we was like, was that just the? And we were like, yeah. Because her and I didn't communicate the whole time. We couldn't talk to each other because Joan was there the entire time. So it was just, man, like those scenarios, dog. Like, I really don't like those scenarios. I don't know, like, why is the need that someone like specifies the ethnicity of people who are in stories, like, especially when it didn't have anything to do with any, you know, black. I had to ask her to stop talking. Black and white, you know, I've never been scared in my life. Like, why don't you just say you had your friend, you want to stop talking, or you were 2 friends and you were scared in that underground, like.
Yeah, that part is very strange. I mean, I think part of it sounds like she just sucks at her job, but part of being a salesman is that you have to connect with the customer. Like, you have to find some way to connect, and she felt like that was the best way to connect.
You know, I had a little job as a, you know, we had to build rapport with customers, but it feels like, you know, when I built rapport, I kind of gave input. Like, there was kind of a mutual something. We talked about something. Every time we said something, she one-upped it. Well, she tried to one-up it. Like I said, man, she said, yeah, he was in the Air Force, in the Secret Service, or in this you know, special whatever. And I said, oh, how long was it? It said 10 years. I said, 10 years? Wow, that's a very long time. And so she's like, yeah, you know, that's what came up. She's like, yeah, you know, they say it's always hard to be a wife of a serviceman, you know, because she was talking about her son and I guess daughter-in-law. He's talking about how hard it was. That's when my aunt came in and said, you know, how she was married. And I was like, you know, yeah, 10 years in the joint? Oh, I was like, oh, yeah, my dad, he was in the Marines, yeah. For how long? 27 years? 27 years. It was like every time she one-up something, we had something to one-up too, but we didn't use no one-ups. It was always just like, she would keep asking, then we would give her the answers. It was like she had to bounce back with something. So there was like no connection going on at all. It was like just the one-up. She didn't even talk about her dog. She didn't talk about, you know, how old her dog was or what the dog liked to do. Just no nothing. Just always, I had a Shih Tzu in whatever mix. Okay. Okay. So it's those things, man. It's like, why? You know, you could just talk about anything. Talk about the weather. Talk about some food. Talk about the furniture that's right there. It could have been like, hey, I have this piece in my house, or I think this piece goes good with, just something.
Yeah.
But like I said, man. I mean, it didn't bother us. It didn't bother us. It was just one of those like eye openers that was really what was going on, like why you had the need to say some things. But people will be people.
They will.